We are gonna solve this problem with two solutions. At first, I will tell you all basic ideas you need for solving this problem. Then we go straight forward for solving the problem. If you know basic identities, you can use my time codes in the description and go straight forward to the solution before solving the problem. Thanks for subscribing, turning on notification, and like my videos. So let's solve the problem at first. Basic things. The first one, sine squared x plus cos squared x equal to 1. The second one, sine 2x. You should memorize these things for solving the problem. 2 sine x times cos x. The first one, you can prove it by Pythagorean theorem. The second one, if you want to prove, you can say we have an important formula, sine x plus y equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. And here we can replace x equal to y, so then it will be sine 2x equal to sine x cos x sine x, both of them equal, so it will be 2 sine x cos x. Now, another one, I want to use binomial theorem. I only want to write the things we need here. It has general formula for n. X squared, x plus y squared is x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. The proof is easy. You can say x plus y squared equal to x plus y times x plus y. And it will be x times x, x squared, x times y, xy, y times x, yx, plus y times y, y squared. And you can say x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. The fourth one is what? X plus y cubed. If you calculate this, it will be x plus y squared. Let me write that first. It is equal to what? And then we prove it. So it will be what? X cubed plus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared plus y cubed. So let's prove this. It will be what? X plus y cubed. We can say it is equal to x plus y times x plus y squared. Okay, it is this, and you say, okay, it is x plus y squared. It will be what? X plus y squared will be x squared from third identity plus 2xy plus y squared. And if we multiply these two terms, x times all of them will be x cubed plus 2x squared y plus xy squared. Then you multiply y, it will be x squared y plus 2xy squared plus y cubed. Now it is x squared y, xy squared, xy squared. So it will be x cubed plus 2 this times plus this 3x squared y plus this 3xy squared plus y cubed. You should memorize this. If you know combination, it is 3 choose 1, 3 choose 2, 3 choose 3, 3 choose 0. And the next one, we need two more identities. Fifth one, binomial theorem for x plus y to the power of 5. Here you can say what? You can say, at first I write it is equal to what? X to the 5 plus 5 x for y plus. It's 5 choose 1, 5 choose 2, 10x squared. The name of these theorems is binomial theorem. If you want, you can search and learn it completely. Or if you had any question, you can ask through WhatsApp. Plus 10x squared y cubed plus 10x y x cubed. Let me write. Oh, sorry. Because I want the degree of x will be decreased by 1 in each term. 5, 4, 3, 2, 10x 2y cubed plus 5xy to the 4 plus y to the 5. You can prove, if you want, you can prove it like this, or you can read binomial theorem, or if you had question, you can ask. The sixth one is x plus y to the power of 6 is x6 plus 6x5y plus 15x4y squared plus what the next one? It is 6 choose 1, 6 choose 2, 6 choose 3. 20x cubed y cubed plus 15x squared y cubed y to the 4 and this one plus 6xy to the 5 plus y to the 6. And in general, if you want to know that, let me just give you a hint. X plus y to the n equal to n choose 0. We don't need seventh identity, but I only write it. You can see it, and in future, or if you had question, you can ask through WhatsApp. For general n, I want to tell you how I understand how to calculate them. N choose 2 x n minus 2y squared to the last one is n choose n y to the power of n. There are around 50 important ideas in each topic: combinatorics, geometry, number theory, algebra. If you have any question, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description. So now let's solve the problem. Solution number 1. In first solution, I try to find, I know sine squared x from the beginning of the video plus cos squared x is what 1. Then I try to find sine 4, for example, I call this one S2. S4 is sine 4x. Then I know it is what? It is S10, and I want to find what? S12. Sine 4x plus cos 4x, you can say, okay, it is what? Sine squared x plus cos squared x squared. Then it is sine 4x cos 4x plus 2 times this times this, so you should subtract minus 2 sine squared x cos squared x. So I define this term as a sine squared x cos squared x, and from the identity here I know it is 1, so it will be what? 1 minus 2a. So I want to find S6, S8, S10, and then because I know S10 here, I want to tell you the general view. Because I know S10 is what, then I can do what? I can find A and then I replace for S12. So we have a relationship. Let me tell you, for example, for S6, you say sine 6x plus cos 6x. You can say for all of them, you can use this. You say sine squared x plus cos squared x times what? We can create sine 6x. You should write sine 4x plus cos 4x. And then look what things you should subtract. Sine squared x cos 4x minus sine squared x cos 4x minus sine 4x cos squared x. So here it will be what? It will be here is 1. 1 times previous one. It is 1 times 1 minus 2a minus here we can subfactor from sine squared x cos squared x. Here it will be what? Cos squared x plus sine squared x. And it will be 1, and here we said it is a, so it will be what? 1 minus 2a minus a, 1 minus 3a. Now we try to find S8, which will be exactly with similar way. Because cos 8x, you can quickly imagine these things and reach the answer. But because I want to explain for all students from basic level, I will write all of them. But in exam, you can get rid of many terms, only write the things you need. Sine 6x plus cos 6x. Here you create again. It will be sine squared x cos 6x. You can factor. You can say sine squared x cos squared x. Here, this times this, if you factor from this sine squared x cos squared x, cos 4x will be left. This times this, cos squared x sine squared x, sine 4x will be left. And then it will be what? Look, if you multiply, it will be sine squared x cos 6x, sine squared x cos 6x. It's cos 6x. If you multiply this by this, it will be cos squared x sine 6x, cos squared x sine 6x. So it will be 1 times previous one. 1 minus 3a. So all of them is previous one minus a times and the term previous terms. So cos 4 plus sine 4 was what? 1 minus 2a. So if we replace, it will be what? 1 minus 3a minus a plus 2a squared. So it will be 2a squared here minus 4a plus 1. So if we want to find S10 sine 10x plus cos 10x, you can say easily 1 times previous one minus a times two previous ones. So here, if I want to write, I write sine squared x plus cos squared x times sine 8x plus cos 8x minus sine squared x cos squared x. Here you write cos 6x plus sine 6x. And if I want to write, it will be 1 here. This one will be 2a squared minus 4a plus 1 minus a times sine 6x cos 6x. Sine 6x cos 6x will be 1 minus 3a. It will be 3a squared plus 2a squared, 5a squared, minus 4a minus a minus 5a plus 1. And from assumption of the problem, it is what? 11 over 36. So now it is a quadratic formula. We multiply by 36. 5 times 36, 180. A squared minus 180a plus 36. Then you take 11 to left hand side, minus 11 equal to 0, it is 25. Then we can divide both sides by 5. If you divide by 5, it will be 36a squared minus 36a plus 5 equal to 0. Let me write quadratic formula here. If you have ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, then the answer is x equal to negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's solve the problem. Here a is x here. So it will be negative b 36 plus minus b squared 36 squared minus 4ac minus 4 times 520 times a 36. A means coefficient of this squared. Over 2a, I mean this a, the coefficient of here. Over 2 times 36. So it will be what? If you divide by 30, at first let's factor 36 here. It will be what? 36 times 36 minus 20, which will be here 60. Over 2 times 36. So we can say A equal to 36 plus minus square root of 36. 36 minus 20, 16. Over what? 2 times 36. Now it will be 36 plus minus. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 16 is 4. Because we have multiplication, you can take them outside the square root separately. 2 times 36. So here it will be what? 30. Let's divide. We can divide by 6 times 2. You can divide by 12. If you divide by 12, it will be 3. It will be 3 by 12. It will be 2. So 3 plus minus 2 over what? Over 2 times 3. So it will be 3 plus 2, 5 over 6. 3 minus 2, 1 over 6. A was what? We said A equal to sine squared x cos squared x. In the beginning of the video, I told you that sine, I think second identity. Sine 2x equal to sine x, 2 sine x times cos x. So here, if I raise to the power of 2, so it will be what? Sine squared 2x equal to 4 sine squared x cos squared x. It is what? 4a. And we know it is sine squared 2x. Sine is between 2 and negative 1 and 1 because it is sine squared. Look, sine is always between negative 1 sine of any angle. So when you raise to the power of 2, sine squared alpha, if you consider square, less than or equal 1. So by these two things, we conclude 4a is less than or equal 1, greater than or equal 0. Now, if a is 5 over 6, 4 times 5 over 6 is 20 over 6. It will be greater than 1. So only 1 over 6 is acceptable. So a equal to 1 over 6. Now, we want to find what? S12. S12 is what? Again, we use the same thing. Sine 12x plus cos 12x. It was what? Sine squared x plus cos squared x times sine 10x plus cos 10x minus what? Minus sine squared x cos squared x. Here cos 10x, you should write cos 8x, and here sine 8x. We know this one is 1 from assumption of the problem. This one is 11 over 36. This one is a, which is 1 over 6. And sine 8x plus cos 8x S8 was what? 2a squared minus 4a plus 1. 2a squared minus 4a plus 1. So let's simplify. A is 1 over 6. So it will be what? 11 over 36 minus 1 over 6 times 2 times a squared, 1 over 6 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1 over 6, plus 1. So let's calculate this. 11 over 36 minus 1 over 6. 2 over 36, which will be 1 over 18, minus 2 over 3, plus 1. Now, here we say it is 11 over 36 minus 1 over 6. If we factor from 18, it will be 1 minus 6 times 2, 12 plus 18. Here, 18 minus 12, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So, we can say what? We can say 11 over 36 minus 1 over 6 times 18, 7 over 18. Okay, here, if we use common denominator, we say, okay, 36, 6 times 18 will be what? 108. So 3 times, we use common denominator, 3 times 11, 33 minus 7. 33 minus 7 is what? 26. 26 over 108. If you divide both by 2, it will be 13 over 54. The problem says when you reach lowest term, then it is mn. The answer is m plus n. So m plus n is 13 plus 54, which equal to 67. So we've reached the answer by solution number 1. Okay, solution number 2. Here we say, okay, we know sine squared x plus cos squared x equal to what? 1. So if I call this one, for example, cos a squared x a, so sine squared x equal to 1 minus a, and as I said, cos squared x equal to a. So the first one, if I want to write in terms of a, sine 10x is what? Is 1 minus a, is sine squared, let me write sine squared x to the power of what? 5. So it will be what? Here, 1 minus a to the power of 5. Cos squared x is what? Cos 10x is what? Is cos squared x to the power of 5. And it will be a to the 5. So here, we can say 1 minus a to the 5 plus a to the 5 from assumption of the problem. Sine 10x plus cos 10x equal to 11 over 36. So here, if we write, we want to reach something symmetric. Look, sum of them is what? Is 1. So if we consider b equal to, for example, a minus 1 over 2. So let's see what we have. If we write a in terms of b, then a equal to b plus 1 half. So a is this, 1 minus a is what? 1 minus this. So 1 minus b minus 1. So it will be what? 1 half plus. So it's good because look, sum of them is again 1, but 1 half plus b here, 1 half minus b, sorry. 1 half minus b, 1 half plus b, and many terms will be cancelled. So this changing variable is useful. So let's write 1 half minus b to the power of 5 plus 1 half, let's write this, 1 half plus b to the power of 5 equal to 11 over 36. Now I use the identities I told you in the beginning of the video, binomial theorem. If you know binomial theorem, You don't need to watch that part. So let's calculate. Look here, if you consider this part, it will be what? 1/2 to the power of 5. Okay, minus. Okay, you can see the identity here, 1/2 to the power of 5. Because y is, look, negative b we have, and the power is 1, so you write negative 5 times 1/2 to the power of 4 times b. It is negative b, I write negative here. Plus 10 times 1/2 cubed, this is squared. Negative b squared is b squared. The next one, minus 10 times 1/2 squared, b cubed. And the next one is this term, plus 5 times 1/2 b to the 4. And the last one, negative b to the 5. Here, look, x is 1/2, y is negative b. Now, if I write the next term, it will be 1/2 to the power of 5 plus 5 times 1/2 4b. Here, x is 1/2, y is b. Plus 10 times 1/2 cubed, b squared minus 10. 1/2 squared b cubed plus 5 times 1/2 b to the 4 minus b plus, sorry, b to the 5, all of them plus, because here we have plus. So here we should see what terms will be cancelled. Okay, so let's cancel all things that we have plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. So it will be what? It will be 2 times 1/2 to the 5 plus 10 1/2 cubed b squared plus 5 1/2 b to the 4 equal to what? 11 over 36. Now, if we simplify, then 2 times 1 over 32 plus, it is 8, 10 over 8, which will be 5 over 4 b squared plus 5 over 2 b to the 4 equal to 11 over 36. If we multiply by 2, it will be 1 over 16 plus 5 over 2 b squared plus 5b4 equal to what? 11 over 36. So I say what? I say let's consider 5b4 plus 5 over 2 b squared, this one, plus 1 over 16, subtract 11 over 36 from both sides equal to what? 0. Now here, if we use common denominator, let me tell you, it is 4 times 4, it is 4 times 9. So common denominator will be 4 times 9. Here it will be 9, here it will be 44. So we can say it is negative 35 over 4 times 4 times 9, which is 16 times 9, 144. 35 over 144. So we have this function, 5, let me write it here, 5b4 plus 5 half b squared minus 35, 144 equal to 0. Here we want to use quadratic formula, but here it is b4. What should we do? We should use changing variable c equal to b squared. Then it will be 5c squared plus 5 half c minus 3, 5, 144. Then it is a quadratic function in terms of c. So we use this formula. C equal to 5, negative 5 over to negative b plus minus b squared 5 over 2 squared minus 4 times a times b, because it is negative, it will be plus, times 35 over 144 all over what? This square also is on this. 2 times 5, 2a is 10. Now here, let me write the rest of that with green. We can here say what? We can say, okay, c equal to what? Negative 5 over 2 plus minus square root of 25 over 4. And if you subtract 4 here, it will be 24. And it will be, sorry, 4. If you divide by 4, it will be 3, 6. Okay. So plus what? 5 times 35, 175 over 36 all over 10. Now, if we use common denominator inside the square root, it will be negative 5 over 2 plus minus Square root of 36. Here 9 times 25 is 225 plus 175 all over 10, and it will be what? Negative 5 over 2 plus minus 225 plus 175 is 400 over 36 all over 10. It will be negative 5 over 2 plus minus square root of 400 is 20. Square root of 36 is 6 all over 10. And it will be what? If we divide by 5, it will be 2. You divide by 5, you divide by 5, 4. So it will be, here is 1. If we use common denominator 6, it will be negative 3 plus minus 4 all over 2. So it will be negative 3 plus minus 4 over 12. So C will be what? Negative 3 plus 4, 1 over 12. Negative 3 minus 4, negative 7 over 12. We said C is what? B squared. Here we said C is B squared. So we can say because C is B squared, so negative is not possible. So B squared is 1 over 12. Now we should calculate what? Here we said B was what? B was this number. If we use the same thing for this part, we can say what? We can say again, sine squared x is this 1 minus a. So it is 1 minus a to the power of what? Here for 10, sine 10x, we said 1 minus a to the power of 5. Here it is 1 minus a to the power of 6. This one, because cos squared x is a, so cos 12x, you should raise both sides to the power of 6, like here. It will be a to the 6 equal to m over n. We should calculate this. And if we use the same things by, again, b equal to a minus 1 over 2, we can say it is equal to what? 1b, like here, 1 minus a to the 6. This, it will be 1 half. Let me write it here. 1 half minus b to the power of 6 plus 1 half plus b to the power of 6 equal to m over n, and we should calculate this. Again, we want to use binomial theorem for degree 6. Some of them will be cancelled, some of them will be left. We have twice from those. I explain more because I want that this video be suitable for what the students, for basic level students, the professional students can quickly solve this without this explanation. So the first one here, if I use this, it will be the first one to the power of 6, 1 half to the power of 6 plus. Here, because y is negative b, you should write negative 6 times 1 half to the power of 5 times b plus 15 1 half to the power of 4 b squared. This one plus 20 x cubed 1 cube b cubed, but because it is b cubed and it is negative b, it will be negative. And then the next one, 15 1 half squared, then b to the 4 minus 6 1 half b to the 5 plus b to the 6. Now it is this, the second term is plus 1 half to the power of 6. All of them will be plus because it is plus b. This one, these two terms will be cancelled, plus 15, 1 half 4b squared, plus 20, 1 half cubed, b cubed, plus 15, 1 half squared b to the 4, plus 6, times 1 half b to the 5, plus b to the 6. So if I want to calculate which term will be cancelled, these two terms, these two terms, these two terms. So here I can write only the things we need. Okay, so it will be what? 2 times equal to 2 times 1 half to the power of 6 plus 15, 1 half to the 4b squared plus 15, 1 half squared b to the 4 plus b to the 6 it is equal to m over n. Now I want to calculate, it is what? 1 half, it will be 64. 2 times 64 will be 1 over 32. It is 15 over 16. You have 2 times that, 15, 16 and 2, 8 will be left. It is 15 over 4 because we multiply by 2. It will be 15 over 2. Here b squared, here b to the 4 plus 2 times b to the 6th. So it is m over n. If you want to calculate, we said what? B squared is 1 over 12. So I can say 1 over 32 plus 15 over 8, 1 over 12 squared plus 1 over 12, sorry. Because it's b squared is 1 over 12. So 15 over 2, it is 1 over 12 squared plus 2 times 1 over 12 cubed. Because if b squared is 1 over 12, b6 is b squared to the power of 3. Now, let's calculate, let's simplify. This one, you can divide by 3, it will be 4, it will be 5. 1 over 32 plus 5 over 32 plus this one, 12. 12, if you write, you can write 5 over 2 times 1 of 1 over 12, you write the other 1 over 12, you divide by 3 with 15, it will be 4. Plus 2, one of them will be 1 over 6 because divide by 2. The other one's 1 over 12 times 1 over 12. Okay, here I write 1 over 32. Oh, the two parts, it will be what? 1 plus 5, 6 over 32. You can write 3 over 16. The next one, it is 5. 2 times 4, 8. 8 times 4, 32. 32 times 3. Look, 2 times 4, 8. 12 is what? Is 4 times 3. 4 times 2, 8 times 8, 32 times 3. Plus. The next one, we write this one, 4 times 3. This one, 4 times 3. This one, 2 times 3. So you can say 4, 4. 16 times 2, 32. 3, 3, 3, 27. Now, if we want to use common denominator, we say 32 times 27. So it is 3. Because it is 16, you should multiply by 2 to 32 and times 27. And plus what? 5 times 32. We have 3 here. 27, 9. Plus 32, 77, 1. Now, if we calculate, it will be 6. 6 times 27, 6 times 7, 42, 4. 6 times 2, 12, plus 4, 16. Plus 5 times 9, 45, plus 1, 46. Now, it is 32 times 27. If we add 6 plus 2, 8, 4 plus 6, 10, we have 1. 1 plus 1, 2, 2, 0, 8, 32 times 27. And we can simplify 32 if we divide by, let's divide by 4, it will be 8. If we divide by 4, it will be 5. And then what? 2. Again, we can divide by 2, it will be 4. And it will be what? It will be 26. We divide by 2. 13. It will be 2. So it is 13 over 54. It is m over n. The problem says m plus n is what? 13 plus 54 is 67. There are lots of other ways. I tried to tell you the basic things with basic ideas and with more explanation. Without explanation, you can solve it so much faster. If you had any question or if you wanted to learn other ideas, important ideas in algebra, number theory, geometry, 50 important formulas in geometry, and also other topics, combinatorics, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description. Also, thanks for subscribing, turning on notification, and like my videos. And thanks for watching this video. You can use my other playlist, Harvard, MIT, Stanford Math Tournament, HMMT, SMT, to improve your problem